AITA for not paying for my date? Sami, 26M, and Kyla, 24F, matched on a dating app. We messaged a few times but nothing really happened from it. Couple months later we see each other at a mutual friend's wedding. We talk most of the night and have a great time. I ask for Kyla's number from our mutual friend. We text for a few weeks and eventually make plans to meet. We have plans to meet for drinks and she cancels last minute. Basically 10 minutes before we are set to meet for dinner, Kyla tells me something came up and can't make it. I tell Kyla it's fine and she starts taking longer to text. Is short and less engaged. Eventually Kyla quits responding and I move on. A week later she calls to apologize and ask if we can meet up again. I agree only because my friend's new wife convinced me. Date comes and it started off rocky. Kyla showed up late saying traffic was bad. She brought up her past relationships constantly and it made me uncomfortable. She did apologize for canceling the first date, saying she was nervous. She also had multiple drinks and a shot. I only had 2 drinks. She was also on her phone. Not the whole date but enough for me to notice. Things weren't going well and the conversation was stiff. When the bill comes they ask how we're doing it and I say split it. Kyla looks at me and says, I didn't actually bring my wallet. At this point I'm just done and says, I'm sorry but I'm not paying and I don't think this is gonna work. I paid my bill and left while Kyla sat there. My friend's wife calls me that night yelling at me, calling me an aw. I guess Kyla's sister had to come bring her money. I've been called an aw by some of the friend group. AITA? NTA. Nobody should show up to a date without money to pay their fair share. NTA. What kind of idiot doesn't bring any money at all to a date? It was really presumptuous of her to expect you to pay in the first place. Not bringing her wallet is just downright manipulation. Good for you for sticking to your guns. NTA. Who goes on a date expecting the other person to pay? There are apps to transfer money if she truly wanted to pay her share. NTA. Nobody forgets their wallet. If I canceled on someone at the last minute, I would welcome the chance to treat them. Edit. If she had her phone she could have offered to Venmo or Cash App. NTA. Bold not to bring your wallet on a date and not at least pretend to be invested in the date. Is she a 24-year-old with the face of a 40-year-old? Did she not bring her ID either? In either case you're under no obligation to pay for a date that is going poorly or even a great one unless it was agreed upon before. Also, she stood you up so she can learn to deal with an inconvenience. NTA. NTA. It's one thing to forget your wallet. It's another to order several drinks and a shot, which are never cheap, all while knowing you didn't have money with you. NTA. She didn't say she forgot her wallet until after she asked how you were doing the check. Right, she forgot it. Classy. She sounds terrible and probably kept canceling because she found something better. Dodged a bullet. NTA. She toyed with you. Blew you off last minute. Stopped responding. And then she invited you out the second time. Which, it's pretty common that either the check is split or the person who invited the other pays. On top of that she was an unengaged and honestly unpleasant person to hang out with. So the least she could do is pay for her own shit. Also, odds are 100 to 1 that she deliberately left her wallet at home to try to guilt you into paying for her. Count your blessings that you dodged the Kyla bullet, and also you should tell the friend's wife to butt out. NTA. If I forget my wallet I'd just offer to e-transfer or cancel the date. No one is entitled to free meal. NTA. From what you say, she invited you out, and traditionally that is the person who pays. I think paying for yourself is generally the best decision. NTA. Who walks around without a wallet or even a card on them? She definitely went for a free meal, drinks. NTA. I still get carded as a 31-year-old. How the hell is she driving around without her wallet and getting alcoholic drinks? Is she just loosely carrying around an ID like some angst rebel? Holy crap. NTA. Assuming the other person will pay for a first date without any previous discussion or reasoning beyond their gender and/or your own entitlement is not cool. Arriving to a date without your wallet. Leaving the house with no money or ID is ridiculous. Is extra not cool. Not offering to e-transfer you so you could pay the bill and she could pay you back her half is triple not cool. Therefore, according to my rigorous scientific analysis, this girl was uncool x3 and you're not the NTA at all. Even back in my dating days when men have made it absolutely clear that my money was not welcome at our date, I still came prepared to pay. Because I'm not a complete asshole like Kyla. NTA. Technically, she asked you out and should have been prepared to pay for the date. Her behavior is weird. Turning hot and cold with you and playing games. And there is nothing attractive her behavior on that date. Also, I always kept enough cash in my wallet to cover a date if he didn't offer. In modern times, women have jobs and can pay their own way. And take their turns covering a bill on a date. NTA. She's the one who asked you out on that date. She should have to at least split the bill. Leaving her wallet behind because she completely expected you to pay is pretty ridiculous. NTA. Who goes out for drinks without bringing money for said drinks? Also, the date was her idea. So she should have expected to pay. Not only for her but for you too. NTA. In all technicality, she asked you out so she should have paid in my min, but on a date both parties should always bring money to cover themselves. It's nice if one offers but shouldn't be expected. If it had been a good date, I bet you would have been more inclined to pay, but she sounds extremely rude and entitled.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.